What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Bass & Prodigy. Now today, as you can see, guys, I have all of my tackle from my tackle crate for my kayak. And what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be filling this empty 3700 size tackle box. As you can see, guys, it's empty, but it does have all the dividers in it. Not all, but most. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be filling this tackle box with some soft plastics, terminal, and some hard baits. And this box is going to be solely for when I'm going pond fishing. So, like, let's say I'm going to a new pond and I don't want to carry on my big Guggen Squad tackle bag, and I just want to take one box full of soft plastics, hard baits, crankbaits, hooks, weights, everything. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to start out with some soft plastics. So I'm going to start off with this bag. Let me tilt you guys down. So in this money bag, I have a bunch of soft plastics. And what I want for a pond is, basically when I'm pond fishing, guys, is I want to be able to cover the top of the water column, the middle, and the bottom. So I gotta be selective with my baits so that I can have a bait in this box for every condition, every scenario. So for soft plastics, I ideally want like a bait fish presentation, like a worm presentation, and like some type of creature or crawl. So let's start out with the worms, guys. I think for the worms, I'm gonna be putting in some of these Senkos so that I can have a variety. So let's put you guys here by the tackle box. Okay, so I'm thinking the Senkos are going to go up here by the top. And guys, I also want to tell you guys, whenever you're mixing your soft plastics, make sure they're relatively the same color. Because, like, let's say I put this green pumpkin with the bubblegum pink Senko, that would not be good. But let's say this watermelon red and a green pumpkin, that's fine. They're not going to bleed into each other. So I'm going to put a couple of these Senkos in there. And I'm going to try to line them up as even as possible so that they don't bend up. Alright. And the reason I'm doing this tackle organization video is because right now it's raining outside and I cannot go fishing. And also, there's no need to go to the tackle shop because I have so many lures and baits here, so I might as well fill this tackle box with some lures that I already have. Alright, so that's going to be one of the worm presentations. The next presentation that I'm going to want is like a bait fish presentation. And the bait fish presentation can be fished in the middle of the water column or even on the bottom. And probably one of my favorite pond baits is going to be a fluke. So I'm going to take out these KVD Perfect Plastics Caffeine Shads. And I'm also going to take out some Zoom Super Flukes, if I could find them in this massive bag. Okay, there's like a silver color. I want to try to find the baby bass color. Oh, you know, white. I'm actually going to take out all of the color flukes that I have to see what's going to be my favorite color to put in this box. I think that is all of my flukes. So we have some baby bass color, white, and some like shad color that's not just all white. It has some black on the top with some silver and some blue and silver glitter. So ideally what I want is a color that's going to look like everything, and then I'm also going to want a color for, like, let's say I have an overcast day. That white's going to be good. Let's say the pond that I'm going to has shad. The white's going to be good. So I think I'm going to put both of these colors in. I'm actually going to put these two. So I got like a bait fish presentation and then I have a shad representation. So take out these dividers. Take out all these flukes. And I'm going to line them up nice and even. And guys, this video is going to be a longer one. Not too long, but just a little bit longer than usual. And make sure that whenever you're putting soft plastics in a tackle box, guys, make sure that you put them in straight. Because if not, you're going to bend them up, and whenever they get stored in the heat and whatnot, if you store them like this, whenever you go to fish with them, the tail is going to look exactly like that. So make sure you put them in nice and neat and nice and straight. And then these right here, you do not want to blend them with the baby bass color because they will bleed. So I'm actually going to put them right below it. Alright guys, and I'm only going to take out most of them, not all of them. And again, make sure that the tails are straight whenever you put them in the box. The last thing you want is fishing with a broken, crooked, messed up fluke, because that's going to take away from the action of it, and also like its ability to dart side to side. You know what, I'm actually going to put all of them in there. Why not? Alright guys, there are the flukes. Next up, what I'm going to need is a craw presentation, a creature bait presentation. And I think I'm going to go with, I'm going to put some of these beavers in there from Bass Pro Shops. And I'm also going to put some lemon pepper lizards, and I also have, wait 1 second guys, I also have another tackle box full of soft plastics. So let's do that. So from this tackle box, I'm only going to take away the creature baits, so some of these Kraken craws, maybe this one right there. And again, make sure that you're putting them in straight, nice and neat. I have to keep repositioning you guys because this is a very hard video to make, believe it or not. Oh. Alright guys. So we're gonna put them in here like this, just like so. There it is. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to put the lizards in there. And then we're going to take some of these plastics right here. And we're going to take some green pumpkin ones. Some small watermelon red ones. And some June bug ones. Actually, no, these are the June bug ones. I want some clear watercolors and some dirty watercolors. That should be it. And what I'm actually going to do is, I'm actually going to put the dirty water ones in there. And actually what I'm going to do is, these black and blue ones, I'm actually going to put them in with those beavers. So that I can make room to put the clear watercolors in with those clear watercolors. Yeah, so then I could just put those in there. And that is that. These small spaces are going to be for my terminal tackle. And then, you know what else, guys, we need to put in this tackle box? Some, like, other worm presentation, not just Senkos. We're going to need some small trick worms, maybe. So in here I have some other small trick worms. They're up there. So I'm gonna take some of the Guggen ones, some of the Zoom ones. That should be enough. And these are just gonna go, I think maybe right there. And guys, I am going to put some hard baits in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lipless crankbait in there. Those are my lipless crankbaits. And I think I'm going to put 2 in here. I'm going to put a chrome with a blue back. So this is going to be my natural color, and then I need a color for more dirty water. Guys, that took forever, but I did end up picking a mini clutch by Googan Squad. The reason I chose this for my dirty watercolor is that it has that nice chartreuse tail, but it also has that natural color. So the two lipless crayons I'm going to put in there is a Booyah One Knocker chrome blue back, and then a Googan Squad mini clutch in a bluegill pattern. So let's put that in the tackle box. And these are just going to go in this small compartment over here. Great, now I got these stuck together. They will not fit, so I'm going to put them in just this one big one right there. Alright. The next thing that I want to choose is like a bottom bait. Alright guys, I got my jig box, or my all-around box here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a jig in there for my bottom presentation for like a bigger and then a Texas rig. I think I might do this one, guys. It is a small hard hat jigs football jig with a little Bass Pro Shops beaver on the back of it, and then I'm also going to do a chatterbait. And I think I'm going to do a chatterbait that can be fished in clear water and dirty water, and that is going to be this jackhammer. It's a Brett Hite Delight color, and the reason why this is a good color for dirty water and clear water is because it has that chartreuse, but it also has that bluegill color and color pattern. And this is a stealth blade one, so it should be more finesse. So I'm going to pick those two, and then a top water. I like poppers and walking baits more than a frog. If I can get a popper or walking bait through whatever cover I'm fishing on the top, I'd 100% fish this over a popper. I mean, a frog, not a popper. I love poppers. So ideally what I want is a popper, a topwater bait that is white and black. That's all you need, guys, because all the fish is going to see is the bottom of that bait. So I think I'm going to pick a black popper and a white popper. Those should do amazing. And these are Googan Squad bloopers, guys. So I have the top, the middle, and the bottom. And even the chatterbait, you could even fish it on the bottom. So yeah, guys, I'm going to pick those baits. So we're going to put them in with the hard baits here. Alright, and these jigs and stuff, I might just open this other compartment here and put them in there. And the chatterbait as well. And then those two compartments are going to be for the hooks. So let's get out my terminal tackle. Here is my terminal tackle box, guys. And I want some Texas rig hooks. So I'm going to be taking out some 2 size hooks. A 3/0 EWG and a 4/0 EWG. You know what? I'm actually only going to do a 3/0 because all the baits that I have are a 3/0 would be better for them. And a 3/0, guys, is the go-to size hook. So I'm going to pick these out. And I'm also going to pick out some straight shank hooks by VMC, the Redline series. I'm going to take some of those. And then we're also going to need some bullet weights. Now, I do have some tungsten bullet weights and some lead bullet weights. I think I might put a mixture of both, because sometimes if you know that you might get snagged, I will use a lead because I don't want to lose expensive tungsten. But if I know I'm fishing a pond that I know the bottom contours, I know that there's a snag over there and a tree over there or whatever, I will fish a tungsten. So I might put a couple tungsten and a couple lead. I might get some 1/8 ounce and some 1/4 ounce. So the bullet weights are going to go in there. My hooks are going to go in that one right there. I'm only going to get a couple of them. And a couple straight shanks. Alright, guys. And then I might put a few wacky rig hooks in there. They're right here. So I'm only going to put 2 of those in there. Because I don't really need a lot of them. I only need 2. And that should about do it. And then the wacky rig hooks are going to go in there as well. Yeah, guys, that is the full pond fishing tackle box. I have some Senkos, some finesse worms, some flukes, some craws and beavers, and I have a jig and a chatterbait, poppers, and a lipless crankbait. That really is all you really need. Because sometimes people like overcomplicate things. Because I used to bring a big tackle bag to like whenever I went bank fishing or to a pond. And yeah, that was fine. But it's just too much. And sometimes you can overthink on what you want to use. And you might not catch fish that day because you're overthinking of what's going to be the bait of the day. And having something small and simple like this can really limit your options and help you catch more fish and stop thinking and just go out there and cast your line in the water. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this small tackle organization video. And as always, guys, stay positive, stay happy, and go catch some fish. Peace.